Welcome to Bike Legend, the channel that celebrates everything about the spirit of motorcycling, from iconic classics to modern legends. Today, we're taking a deep look at a motorcycle that has stood the test of time, one that continues to define rugged reliability and no-nonsense adventure. This is the 2026 Suzuki DR650S, a dual sport that refuses to fade away, a bike that still captures the raw essence of exploration even in an age of high-tech, computer-controlled machines. A timeless icon. The Suzuki DR650S has been around for decades, and with every passing year, it earns more respect from riders who value simplicity over flash. In 2026, Suzuki continues to produce this machine with only subtle updates, staying loyal to the formula that made it a favorite among adventure riders, commuters, and off-road enthusiasts alike. The DR650S isn't about competing with the latest high-performance adventure bikes or massive touring machines. It's about reliability, balance, and the ability to handle whatever road or trail lies ahead. It's the kind of motorcycle that doesn't need to prove anything, it already has. Engine and powertrain. Underneath that familiar frame, the 2026 DR650S is powered by Suzuki's tried-and-true 644 cubic centimeters air and oil-cooled single-cylinder engine. This thumper design has been around for years and continues to impress with its linear power delivery, low-end torque, and bulletproof construction. Producing around 43 horsepower and 54 Nm of torque, the engine delivers enough punch to cruise comfortably at highway speeds while still having the grunt to climb steep off-road inclines. The 5-speed gearbox remains smooth and predictable, with gearing well suited for both on- and off-road riding. The clutch action is light, the throttle response is direct, and the bike feels eager yet composed in any situation. In an era dominated by multiple riding modes, traction control systems, and ride-by-wire throttles, the DR650S stays proudly mechanical, a bike that connects the rider directly to the machine and the terrain. Chassis and suspension. The backbone of the DR650S is its semi-double cradle steel frame, designed to be strong, flexible, and easy to repair. The front suspension uses 43mm telescopic forks with 10.2 inches of travel, while the rear features a link-type shock offering nearly the same. This setup strikes a perfect balance between comfort and control, whether you're tackling rocky paths or cruising on asphalt. Suzuki's suspension tuning is deliberately simple, with adjustable preload and compression damping that allows riders to fine-tune their setup without needing specialized tools or software. This mechanical straightforwardness means less time fiddling and more time riding, a core appeal of the DR650S. Braking and safety. For 2026, Suzuki has introduced optional ABS for select markets, addressing one of the most frequent modern requests from riders. The system is basic but effective, helping prevent wheel lock during hard braking without interfering with the bike's natural feel. Up front, a single 290mm disc with a 2-piston caliper provides strong, controllable braking power, while the rear 240mm disc ensures stability during descents or off-road maneuvers. The braking performance fits the bike's character perfectly, confidence-inspiring but never intrusive. The DR650S encourages skill and awareness rather than over-reliance on electronics. Design and ergonomics. The 2026 Suzuki DR650S maintains its iconic dual-sport silhouette, but with refreshed graphics and subtle styling tweaks. The high front fender, slim side panels, and compact fuel tank all speak the language of practicality and endurance. Suzuki's engineers have refined the seat padding for improved comfort on longer rides, while keeping the overall seat height accessible, 885mm in standard trim, with an optional lowering kit that brings it down to around 845mm. Despite its classic look, the DR650S doesn't feel outdated. The analog gauges, large mirrors, and minimalist controls exude old-school charm, but the LED lighting and optional USB charging port nod to the modern era. The 13-liter fuel tank remains, offering a respectable range of around 250 kilometers depending on riding conditions. Riding experience. Few motorcycles deliver the kind of honest, unfiltered experience that the DR650S provides. The first twist of the throttle brings an unmistakable thump from the single-cylinder engine, a heartbeat that syncs with every pulse of the road beneath you. It's not the fastest bike on the planet, but it's one of the most rewarding. Every gear shift, every bump, every turn reminds you why motorcycles captured your imagination in the first place. On pavement, the DR650S feels surprisingly smooth and stable. The tall stance gives excellent visibility in traffic, while the lightweight makes city riding a breeze. Take it off-road, and the bike transforms into a capable trail companion. It handles mud, gravel, and rocky terrain with a calm confidence that's hard to find in heavier, more complex machines. This bike rewards skill and adaptability. Riders who prefer minimal electronic intervention will appreciate its analog nature, a motorcycle that challenges you to become a better rider, not just a button pusher. Maintenance and longevity. One of the DR650S's biggest selling points remains its durability and ease of maintenance. The air and oil-cooled design means fewer components that can fail, and most repairs can be done with basic tools. It's a favorite among overland travelers for precisely that reason. You can fix it almost anywhere. Suzuki's reputation for reliability shines here, and owners often report their bikes running flawlessly even after tens of thousands of miles. 121,221. Parts availability is excellent, and the global community of DR riders ensures that support, knowledge, and modifications are always within reach. Verdict: the 2026 Suzuki DR650S is not about flash or speed. It's about connection to the road, to the dirt, and to the joy of riding. It's a reminder that adventure doesn't have to come with a massive price tag or a complicated electronic suite. What matters is the journey, and the DR650S is built to take you there, no matter how far off the beaten path you choose to go. If you're the kind of rider who values simplicity, reliability, and authenticity, the DR650S remains one of the best options available. Suzuki hasn't reinvented it, because it didn't need to. That's all for today's Ride with Bike Legend. The 2026 Suzuki DR650S proves that legends never really grow old, they just keep riding. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Suzuki's enduring dual sport classic, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Ride safe, and keep chasing the horizon.